This vehicle here is a 1939 Lincoln Zephyr, a division of the Ford Motor Company. Have a go at this back window here. You don't want to be reverse parking this one too often. You can hardly see out of there. Such a stylish looking car. Here's the window slit. It's about as big as my hand. It's got sumptuous leather interior, yellowy colour, colour-coded matching dash. Go around to the front here and just have a go at that engine. Absolutely amazing. Pretty sure it didn't come out looking like that, but have a go what's in there now. And this is the grille, the front end. Got to be one of the most stylish grills, front ends on any car ever. Absolutely stunning front end. Love it. This one here was one of my favourite vehicles that I spotted over the weekend. This is a 54 Chev pickup, a COE, which stands for cab over engine. Absolutely outstanding vehicle. The paintwork on that is just stunning, shining like you wouldn't believe. There's the back of it there with the Chevrolet logo. This one actually is in a raffle for the Motor Neurons Disease Foundation, and you can win this one. I bought a couple of tickets myself. Here's the side of it here, and what doesn't show up in this video is how tall this thing actually was. It was absolutely massive, this thing. One of the biggest, tallest vehicles there on the weekend. Going back down the side of this vehicle, you can see into the bed. It's got a wooden floor, not overly shiny, which I kind of really like. And it's got the toolbox at the top there with a wooden lid. You can sit on that, looks great. It's got the chrome and the Chevy logo on it. That floor really sets it off, not too shiny, which is the good part about it. And this vehicle has all 2020 running gear, power steering, air conditioning. You get the best of both worlds with this one. Back to the front of the vehicle and just look at the shine on this grille. Chevys have one of the best grills in my opinion. Just looks tough, cool and stylish. This car here was absolutely amazing. This is actually more a piece of artwork rather than a vehicle. Just look at the detail in this engine bay, the amount of money that's been spent here, and the detail, the time and effort that's gone into this car. The detail of this is just far and beyond what you'd ever see on any vehicle in any car show. The engraving there through the front bumper bar, you'll see it here on the headlight surrounds. They must have taken hours and hours, days, weeks to do this. It's all through the engine bay there. It's on the pinstriping down the side of the vehicle here. Got this lovely red leather interior. It's just absolutely gorgeous in the dash. The same engraving is on the sun visors there. Red dash there. It's just unbelievable. It just really pops in real life when you see it, the shine on it. Coming around the back of the vehicle here, you can see in the boot this red leather here. Two subwoofers either side. It's got that same engraving on those two metal strips on the left and right. Cleanest boot you'll ever see. Going down the side of the car here, just look at the shine in this vehicle. I mean, look at that. It looks like a mirror, a black mirror. Cleanest, shiniest car I have ever seen. Panning down to the tyres here, you'll see the rim and the centre locking nut all has the same engraving. Detail, the amount of effort that's gone in here. Unbelievable. Just look at that. Back to the engine bay here, and the cowl in front of the radiator there. It's got the engraving, the engine cowling on top of the engine. If you look down there at the rocker covers and the oil filler cap, it's also the same engraving on there. The theme of this through the whole vehicle, on the front there, just outstanding. Looks amazing. It's down on the back of the mirrors on the doors. It's on the door handles here as well. And the pinstriping down the side of the vehicle. Go through here. I'm surprised it wasn't on the side keyboard here, but you know, you probably don't want to go overboard. It's on the dash there, on the sun visors on the dash. It's on the flags on the back here, on the rear bumper bar, and
stoplights, surrounds, same engraving. Absolutely outstanding bit. Quality is just 100% perfect. Love it.
This is a 1976 Holden Tirana LX SS. It's in white and black. Always wanted one of these cars growing up. There's that lovely rear spoiler they had on it, the scoop style spoiler. They weren't an overly large car for a muscle car of that era. A lot of cars of that era were really huge. Here you can see the bolt-on wheel arches on the back and the front. That allows you to stuff a bit more rubber underneath there and gives it a really nice look. Coming over to the engine bay here, just a great looking engine bay here. Everything's chrome. Chrome this, chrome that, chrome everything. A lot of money's been spent in that engine bay and it looks absolutely immaculate. I'm just loving this car. Never had a drive of this model Tirana. I used to own a Sunbird, stupid me, but these are the Duck's Guts. And this model looks great in white, I've got to say. A lot of cars don't, but this one does. This car here is a 1966 Ford Lincoln. Very unusual car, this one. I've never seen one of these before, and this one's clearly had a lot of money spent on it. Here you can see the suicide doors it's had fitted. This is convertible. I'd imagine this would have been a hardtop originally. Here is the custom interior of the car. It's got the 4 bucket seats. I'd imagine it would have had a bench seat in the back originally. The leatherwork here is just absolutely outstanding. The smell coming off this smell absolutely glorious. There would have been some serious dollars there. See the 2 speakers in between the rear seats there, and there's another 2 down low on the centre console. We got the power windows there in the back, the power windows there in the front. The colour of this car is very unusual too. I haven't seen one like this before. It's almost like a grey-blue type colour. We've got those mags down there at the bottom. They look like they're about 22-inch mags, very low profile ones. Coming around the front, you can see the shine on that paintwork. Absolutely flawless, no swirl marks. Looks absolutely immaculate, that paintwork. And here on the other side with the doors shut, we can see the suicide doors. You have the 2 handles together rather than having the handle down the back. They're both together. Standing down here, a closer look at the mags, you can see they're a deep dish mag, and these things are huge. They're about 22 inch, I'd say. Really top the car off nicely. This car here is an early 60s Cadillac DeVille. This is one of my most favourite cars of all time, and what I consider to be one of the most stylish cars of all time. Everything on these cars is great. The grille, those double headlights. As you go down the side here, you can see the pillarless windows there. You can open up the whole side of the car and let the world in. The black leather seats with the red trim look stunning on it. It's got a black roof there with the white major colour on the car. And here we come down to the best part of these cars, the tail fins. Just glorious tail fins. Why do we ever stop making tail fins on cars? So much style. Cars nowadays just look like rubbish. They all look the same, but these things had their own style and their own personality. Unsure of the year or make of this one. I think it's a Ford, but just look at the colour of this one. How unusual is that? It's absolutely glorious in person. And that filler cap there, no little flappy door like they have on cars nowadays. They actually had filler caps that had style back then. That thing looks unbelievable. I'm loving the woodwork on this. It's not overly shiny. It's got that matte finish, looking a little bit old. All the paintwork looks absolutely immaculate. The two combined together look really good. Here's the interior of the car with the decals on the dash and the flip-out windscreen. Those flip-out windscreens were great. And we go through to the engine bay here, and it's got the same decals there and the colour-coded rocker covers. Really sets that off nicely. Love that grille on that one and the emblem up the top there. Sideboards and the fenders on the wheels. Great style on this one, love it. This car here is a 1959 Pontiac Bonneville. It has one of the weirdest tail fins you'll ever see, so when one tail fin's not enough, let's have 2 on each side. Why not? It has that great big opening with the pillarless windows.
Can I ask you for a joke? What do you think of electric cars?
Have you ever driven a Tesla?
No, I haven't.
Why wouldn't you want to? They go like an absolute rocket. So I'm happy with my massive engine in this and the massive amount of fuel that it uses, but as an everyday driver, I drive a Tesla every day of the week.
Ah, there we go.
They go like a bomb.
That's her carbon offset.
Yeah. I probably need one to make up for this. But yeah, the acceleration in a Tesla, awesome. I don't know about other electric cars, but yeah, they're fantastic to drive.
Thanks for your input.
Yeah.
This vehicle here is a 1960 Ford Sunliner. I'm just loving this powder blue colour on it. It looks absolutely stunning. Got the matching seat covers on the inside there. Coming up to the front end here, it's a very cool looking front end on it as well. There's the grille, double headlights. Coming up, these white wall tyres really suit it. Coming down to the interior view here, you'll see the pearl style steering wheel with the half chrome horn, the gear shifter on the tree. You can see those sumptuous leather seats there, the blue, the white padded dash. I'm not a Ford fan, but I really like this one. And there's these weird looking flat tail fins, very cool. So just take a look at this one. What an awesome piece of machinery. It's done in the rust rod style. It's a 1955 Chevrolet big wagon, as you can see on the number plate there. I just love this one. You've got all the horseshoes down here on the back bumper bar. It's got the same on the front bumper bar. Some really interesting logos on here. We got the Rusty Ranch Saloon and Resort. I don't think that exists. Best in the West on the door there. Cowboy ones. We got the front grille here. The rust look here. You don't have to have the shiniest car to have an awesome looking vehicle. We've got the front end here all rusty and just looking glorious. Got the writing here. Gunfight at the OK Corral every night. I'm sure there was back in the day. Got the rope there in case you need to lasso anything. And the Rusty Ranch on the other side here. This thing's just an absolute piece of artwork. This one here is a Chevy El Camino. We don't see a lot of those in Australia, and you just got to love the flames on this one. Hot smoking flames, don't they just look glorious? And have a go at the engine sticking out of the engine bay on that. You don't need to see where you're going when you've got an engine that cool. This car is a 1954 Nash Metropolitan 2-door coupe. It's got a lovely aqua green paint job. This paint is absolutely amazing. The shine on this thing, it just blinds you. There's the interior there with the colour-coded dash, and what a great looking steering wheel on this one. We've got overly extended chrome wing mirrors there, and coming up to the front headlight, just look at the bulbous size and oversized headlights on this thing. It looks great. Lovely chrome grille on it. Doesn't have to be a muscle car to be a classic car. This thing's just absolutely classic. There's so much style in this car. I really don't know what to think of it, but I really love it. Down the bottom there's white wall tyres with green rims, and this weird cutout section on the door there. Kind of looks very unusual, that one. And there's so much glass in this. This back window there is absolutely massive compared to the size of the car. Coming to the back of the car here, we've got the rear tyre on the back. There's probably no room inside for it. Great car.
This is an Airstream camper van. It's an American brand of camper van recognised by its distinctive rounded and polished aluminium coachwork, which just looks stunning. The shape goes way back to the 1930s. They come in drivable coaches like this one and caravan styles as well. This is actually the first one I've ever seen in real life, and they're actually way better than what I thought they would be from what I've seen on TV and in movies and stuff. Just look at the lines on this and the shine on this. I'm not too sure if I'd like to be following it down the highway with the sunrise or sunset glaring in your face. It's an amazing, stylish looking camper. This back window here pops open. You can see the canopy that rolls down to keep the sun and the rain out. And as we go around to the other side here, you can see the canopy up there on the roof, the arm there, and another arm way up the front. That whole side rolls down. So there'd be like a awning on a caravan. It looks unbelievable. It's such a lovely looking vehicle. I really love to own one of these. Look where you get to sit to drive in these. It's like sitting in a lounge chair at home. Very luxurious.